What if I told you that the reason you keep overspending every month has absolutely nothing to do with your income, your budget, or your willpower? What if the real reason, the hidden reason, is buried inside your subconscious mind, and it's been running the show without you even knowing it? Because here's the thing that most financial advice completely misses. You are not bad with money. You are a human being with a brain that was never designed for the financial world we live in today. And today, on Think Richer, I'm going to show you exactly what's happening inside your psychology every time you overspend, and what to actually do about it. If you've ever looked at your bank statement at the end of the month and thought, where did it all go? This video was made for you. Do not leave early. What I'm about to share in the next few minutes could literally change how you think about money for the rest of your life. And hey, if you're new here, welcome to Think Richer. Hit that subscribe button right now. We drop new videos on the psychology of money every week, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming. Why this happens? Let's talk about the hidden reason you keep overspending every month. And it starts with a part of your brain called the limbic system. This is your emotional brain, your ancient survival brain. And when it comes to money decisions, it is loud, it is fast, and it almost always wins. Here's what's happening on a neurological level. When you overspend, every time you buy something, especially something impulsive, your brain releases dopamine. That's the feel-good chemical. The same one triggered by social media likes, by sugar, by gambling. So when you're stressed at work, or you had a rough day, or you're just bored scrolling online at 11 p.m., your brain is actively searching for a dopamine hit. And your credit card? It's the fastest trigger available. This is called emotional spending. And it's one of the most common and most overlooked money mindset problems in behavioral finance. The problem isn't that you lack discipline. The problem is that you're fighting a biological reward system with a spreadsheet. And that is not a fair fight. The 3 psychological traps. Now let me break down the 3 biggest psychological traps that keep people stuck in the cycle of overspending every month. See if any of these sound familiar. Trap number 1. The scarcity mindset spending loop. People who grew up with financial instability, or who feel financially insecure right now, often develop what psychologists call a scarcity mindset. And here's the counterintuitive twist. A scarcity mindset doesn't make you spend less. It often makes you spend more. Because your brain believes resources are temporary. It thinks, I have money right now, so I better enjoy it because it won't last. It's the psychology of poverty, even when you're no longer poor. This is financial self-sabotage at its most invisible. Trap number 2. The identity spending trap. We buy things to tell ourselves and the world who we are. The designer bag, the new car, the vacation photos. These aren't really about the items. They're about identity, about how we want to be seen, about belonging. Behavioral finance calls this social comparison bias, and social media has turned the dial up to 11. When you see someone living what looks like a richer life online, your brain doesn't process it as inspiration. It processes it as a threat to your social standing. And spending becomes the instinctive response. Trap number 3. The invisible anchor effect. This one is sneaky. Anchoring is a cognitive bias where your brain latches onto the first number it sees and uses it as a reference point for everything else. That's why a $200 item marked down from $500 feels like a deal, even if $200 is still way more than you should spend. Retailers, apps, and subscription services are engineered around this bias. Every sale price, every bundle, every only $9.99 a month is an anchor designed to short-circuit your rational thinking. You're not being irrational. You're being human. But once you see the trap, you can't unsee it. Quick pause. If you're getting value from this, please hit subscribe and the notification bell. The Think Richer channel exists to give you the wealth psychology knowledge that school never taught us. New video every week. Now let's keep going because this next part is where it gets really practical. The mindset shifts that actually work. Okay, so now that you understand the hidden reason you keep overspending every month, what do you actually do about it? Here's the truth. You can't out-discipline your subconscious. Willpower is finite. But awareness changes everything. So here are 3 money mindset shifts that actually work. Shift number 1. Name the emotion before you buy. Before any non-essential purchase, pause and ask, what am I actually feeling right now? Bored? Stressed? Lonely? Excited? Behavioral finance research shows that simply naming an emotion reduces its power over your behavior. You create a gap between the impulse and the action. And in that gap, your rational brain can show up. Shift number 2. Redesign your environment, not your willpower. Delete saved payment methods. Unsubscribe from retail emails. Remove shopping apps from your home screen. Make spending harder, not yourself stronger. This is what wealthy people understand about the psychology of money. They design systems that make the right decision automatic. They don't rely on motivation. They rely on architecture. Shift number 3. Build a rich identity, not a budget. Budgets fail because they're restrictive. Identity shifts work because they're expansive. Instead of "I need to stop spending," try "I am someone who builds wealth. I am someone who invests in my future." This is the Think Richer framework. When your identity is tied to wealth building, not just pleasure seeking, your spending decisions shift automatically. Not from discipline, from values. So here's what I want you to take away from this video. The hidden reason you keep overspending every month isn't a lack of discipline. It isn't a budgeting problem. It's a psychology problem. And psychology can be rewired. Your brain was built for survival, not for credit cards, one-click checkout, or infinite scroll. But now that you know the traps, the scarcity loop, the identity trap, the anchor effect, you have something more powerful than willpower. You have awareness. And awareness is where financial transformation begins. That's what Think Richer is all about, giving you the wealth psychology tools that actually change behavior, not just behavior lists. If this video helped you, please give it a like. It tells YouTube to show this to more people who need to hear it. And if you're not subscribed to Think Richer yet, now is the time. Hit that subscribe button and join a community that's learning to think differently about money, wealth, and what's actually possible for your life.